Hello and welcome back to the third part of the Hemel Hempstead Town experiment, where we just give them max reputation and push them forward. When we left off, they just won the English Football League 2 and were on their way to League 1. They had a continental reputation with Gordon Strachan as manager. Now, we could sit here and talk about it, or we could do it. So I'm going to simulate forward 2 more years, and we'll see where they're left off. So I will see you in just a second. Okay, so as you can see, Hemel Hempstead are still in League 1. They have not got promoted in the 2 seasons they've had here. So, a little disappointing. They've now got Lee Johnson instead of Gordon Strachan. In fact, wow, they've gone through quite a few matches. They had Gordon Strachan, and then Slavica Djukanovic. Now they've got Lee Johnson. So that's not great. Slavica's gone on to Sheffield Wednesday. He was also manager of Serbia for a year, which is impressive. Gordon Strachan went on to Leeds, and Lee Johnson came from Reading. And yet, nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a little disappointing. Let's go through their transfers quickly over the last 2 years. So once again, no fees on their loans, and no money being brought in either. So they brought in Tommy Hoban, Del Stevens, Dominic Solanke, and Aidan White. They're sort of the big transfers. And going out, no one really that massive leaving. I suppose Alex Zizak, who was their #1 goalkeeper, left on a free. Okay, so they're starting to spend some money again. They brought in Herbie Kane from Liverpool for up to £210,000, and Carl Dempsey left for up to £300,000. I mean, other than that, it's all loans and free transfers, which makes me think that they're under some sort of transfer embargo for a lot of this. If we just look at the competitions, so they got knocked out in the 4th round of the FA Cup by West Ham, the 3rd round of the EFL Cup by Derby County, and they went out in the group stages of the EFL Trophy. They had a really poor season, only 61 points picked up, a good 14 off the playoffs. Really not great at all. Yeah, they started off quite well. They got up to 7th and then just sort of disappeared. I'll look and see why. But first of all, let's... Alright, so last season, their first season in League 1. Bit better in the friendlies now, due to their reputation dropping a bit. They had a decent start, not amazing. They went through a bit of a rough patch here, picking up only 1 win in the league in that time. And then another patchy phase here. And there was never really any consistent form at any point in the second half of the season, so I can understand why they ended up finishing 10th and missing out on the playoffs. That season they got to the FA Cup 2nd round, EFL Trophy 2nd round, and League Cup 3rd round, going out to Huddersfield. They actually beat Crystal Palace along the way. Can't check to see who was playing that game, unfortunately. And then this season, yeah, like they started off pretty well, and then second half of the season they sort of had a good run of form here, obviously to lift them up into mid-table. But this mid-season form, starting in the middle of November, going right the way through to the middle of February, you know, really patchy form, only picking up 5 wins in that time, which isn't great. Yeah, so it's actually really disappointing, this experiment. I thought they would have got at least into the Championship by this point. So might do. The next one will probably be a special where we go 5 years into the future, just to see what they're doing. And if they don't do anything, we'll just leave it. But I will increase their reputation back up to 10,000. Just to help them that way. I'll leave their finances. So hopefully, the fact that they're worldwide again should hopefully help them kick on. Just look at their stuff. Still got like a lot of the original time. I feel like Stuart Maynard, yeah, he's been there since 2012. He's still, you know, hanging around as the assistant manager. Nobody's coming to replace him. Head physio, yeah. See, I feel like a lot of these people are here from when they first started, so they've only got like 7 physiotherapies. She's the head physio, and she should be a lot better than that. So that was the other Adam Johnson. That would have been bad. Yeah, kind of a little disappointing with the experiment. Any landmarks? Nope, they've not increased the stadium capacity at all. Their immediate predicted finish second, so to finish 14th is really terrible. They have 5 million loan debt, and they got £23 value. Jordan Park is actually now available as a manager. He couldn't get another club. Carl Hawkins still there, centre back. Didn't play them much this season, considering he's a legend. You think they'd move him on to somewhere else. No longer got Felivi. Still got Eastman, but once again he's also dropped into the under-23 because he was here, you know, at first, and yeah, it's a little disappointing to see, you know, some of these players haven't moved on. But they got Stephen Davis. He is an assistant manager, not a great one, but yeah, he sort of helped Hemel quite a bit. If we go to his career stats with Hemel, yeah, sort of really good player for them to have in League 2 and League 1, considering, you know, they finished 10th. You know, 7.22 average rating is pretty decent over 41 games. And they've not improved any of the facilities at all. Not made it all-seater. Yeah, a little disappointing with that. I think we'll leave it there because, you know, not a great thing for them to do, I feel. They should have done a lot better and kicked on, but oh well. I'll see you for the special part 4 where we go 5 years into the future. I'll see you then. Bye.